Hello, crypto traders. Hope you're doing well. Today, another video about some news that's probably going to help you see a little bit into the future so that way it could potentially help you with your future trades. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But before we do that, go ahead and support the channel and do so by clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification so that way you don't miss any more of our videos. So 90% of some token unlocks are driving prices down, and all of that is coming a month ahead, right? So there was a Key Rock report that highlighted that 90% of token unlocks give a negative price pressure, even though the effects often take up to 30 days to actually mature. So around $600 million of some some locked tokens are regularly circulated, and of course some predetermined schedules, and these unlock flows to teams, investors, and the ecosystem funds. So that report also said that the importance of tracking these schedules for traders are aiming to time the market effectively. So before tokens are released, of course, unvested investors, preemptive selling and hedging strategies contribute to downward pressure, right? So this is all because the price is typically stabilizing within 2 weeks of the unlock event. And of course, um, intuition suggests larger unlocks would have a pretty big, significant impact. So all of that's coming from Key Rock's data, of course, which is a bigger problem for later on. So some events actually release about 5% of the total supply and often cause some immediate price volatility, which, and speaking of volatility is not such a bad thing when you're trading, right? You don't want any kind of consolidation if you're trading, right? So if you're trading, if that's swing trading, if you're scalping, you want volatility because you're able to actually jump in, scalp your trade and get out pretty quickly. So volatility is good. However, if you're a holder or if you spot trade, you know that volatility is also good, but you can get stop loss pretty quick. But at least when you're kind of consolidating, you can kind of pretty much make your next move. Rather, if you're going to buy into the token or not, right? So, or if you should go ahead and sell because you see a reversal coming in. So that's kind of I just wanted to let you know about that. But smaller releases cause consistent downward pressure. So now, though their cumulative impact is actually less dramatic, but recipients matter as well. For price outcomes like team unlocks, give itself as the most damaging category, of course. And the report also says that teams often lack coordinated selling strategies, and of course that makes a pretty strong price decline as well. But ecosystem unlocks are positive, though, is what the report is saying. That early investors minimize market disruption by leveraging sophisticated strategies like over-the-counter sales and option hedging as well. So, kind of giving you an insight on, and this news here specifically is good for the traders, because if there's an unlock coming, there's some volatility coming, so you can probably go ahead and dive into the market, scalp it if for example, if it's a team unlock coming in, I would go in and short it, right? So to go in and short stuff. I know I do that. So if I hear of that, I go in and I start shorting the market because that downward pressure is coming in, and I know I could kind of ride that trend. So that's just my thing. And XRP. Now, XRP jumped up massively over the week, and it actually reversed back down as well. We've all seen that. But it did actually cross the $100 billion threshold in market capitalization. Of course, all of this is giving the inception of some bullish trends, but the entire market is going pretty big. Bitcoin crossed 100,000 finally. That's been a long time. Everybody's been speaking about that. I know especially for the last several years, Bitcoin 100K, 100K. Well, it has done so. If I'm not mistaken, the last time I took a look at the market, it was sitting around 96,000, so it did get kind of stopped out. Ethereum is going towards 4,000. Not there yet, but it is steadily going. So RL1, DexBoss, Fifthscape are actually performing pretty good with the technologies that they have, and investors, of course, are staying kind of weary, and we talked about that before as well. So they're educating themselves, and of course, trying to avoid the whole deceitful crypto booms and actually focus on the 0.0043 Oriole 1. so which they're believing is going to be the next crypto to actually explode. So RL1 has established it's a outstanding performer for of course, the cheap costs, the speed transactions, the metaverse integrated blockchain solutions, and of course the lowest pre-sale price with some huge gains as well. So um, now XRP tokens, of course, Ripple has been gambling XRP tokens between some wallets around $58.29 million are going back and forth. They belong to Uphold, and Uphold is a cloud-based financial service platform. So they kept the transfer, of course, quiet for competitive advantages. So unfair trading practices take away investors, of course, and trust in the long run. But it looks pretty attractive right now. But people will start getting a little nervous, and if they're more than likely they're already getting a little nervous. So um, the events of XRP are pretty scary, right? So in 2017, they fell to zero point 0.3, and of course, it could barely touch zero point 0.6. But during 2022, during the bear market, it fell to 3 again. So pretty big. Now, BlackRock's investment plan on AI. Um, BlackRock actually is joining with Microsoft, and it announced the investment plan in AI. And of course, they're looking to move around $9 trillion in XRP. So, um, if they do that, then it's good. But of course, they're going to be a little bit nervous about doing so because you can imagine it taking a hit. Now, we need everything to settle with XRP first, I think, before the investors kind of dive in. So, pretty hard. But you look at RL1, DexBoss, and Fitscape, they're it could be somebody that they decide to go with instead, right? So D-Loom raised $7 million as well in the very first pre-sale. So pretty big deal. So D-Loom is a big one. RL is a big one to kind of go into if you're looking for a new token. But that's all we have for today. So don't go anywhere at all. So do support the channel by hitting that bell notification so that way you don't miss any more news. And while you're there, go ahead and jump in the comment section and tell me, what do you think is the future of XRP? Are we going to see it go back down well below $1? And let me know of your opinion in the comment section below. And until then, I will see you guys next time.